For 20 years, after the Assassins defeated the Templars in London, the city enjoyed a certain peace. Until the Autumn of Terror. In 1888, London is plunged into shadow and fear by a series of gruesome and unsolvable murders. The brothels of Whitechapel seem warm and safe by comparison to its streets, where prostitutes are being mutilated and left on grotesque display for the world to ogle. Jacob Frye hunts the elusive killer to bring an end to the terror of Jack the Ripper.
Get a move on, Mr. Finch. This is the story of a lifetime.
Mr. Weaversbrook, I know you have more of the Ripper's letters.
I told you to stay away from me.
Stop publishing his letters. You've turned an unknown miscreant into a legend, and that's exactly what he wants.
Jacob! Thank God I found you. It's the Ripper. He's done it again. Katie! Oh, he can't. No, he can't have. And Lizzie. Not both. Not in one night.
Nellie, remember what I said. Now go.
How many more assassins must die before you see the truth?
Only one more, Jack.
You should have believed, Jacob. Now, I will hunt you down.
I know you're there, Jack. The Master of Terror's afraid to show himself, is he?
I am your shadow, Jacob. I will gut every last one of them if that's the quickest way to you.
Come on, you monster! Let's be done with this!
Run all you like, Jacob. I will catch you.
Stop! You want me, Jack? Come and kill me! This is not our way.
This is my breed. You cannot escape me. Scurry back to your hole, little mouse. Going somewhere, Jacob.
Jack, you're sick.
Don't you see the irony, brother?
Jack.
Only you know who the Ripper is. But you can't tell a living soul because it would destroy you and the assassins. No, 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 no!
Jack, we can fix you.
Fix me? I am the solution.
Miss Frye?
Inspector Abberline. Why exactly have you had me escorted here?
My men and I have been hunting the Ripper around the clock for months now, and we've nothing to show for it. There's nothing I can tell the public.
What's the Ripper to do with me? My brother has had me summoned here from India. Can't this wait?
As far as I know, you may be the last assassin in London.
What do you mean? Where's Jacob?
I wish I knew. Your brother is nowhere to be found, even as an elusive shadow is committing the most hideous crimes the city has ever seen.
And you believe this is no coincidence?
The killer is selective and dispassionate and has left not a single trace of his passage. I've seen such a talent for assassination and avoiding detection only once before, when I worked with the two of you. And that is why your brother summoned you before he disappeared.
You think Jacob is dead?
I dare not believe it. But if he is, you may be the only person who can stop the Ripper now. Follow me.
When are you gonna stop that monster?
I'll take you to the site where the Ripper first struck.
Incompetent!
The journalists always seem to get the word first. We get there, they've trampled the evidence, and next day's headlines are dripping with blood. The few hundred yards between Flower and Dean Street have become so dangerous that even my best constables are afraid to patrol Whitechapel at night. Let's take a carriage, shall we? I'd rather not get egg on my face again today.
I'll drive. What has become of this borough?
Whitechapel is a cesspool of crime, Miss Frye, where terror reigns supreme. Elsewhere, the rich get richer, but here, the poor are living on the living, fighting to survive each day. Reporters share a view of Whitechapel as a lair of savages, monsters, and werewolves who hold honest citizens in a state of terror.
The Ripper's terror.
We're not far from where Mary Ann Nichols was murdered. I knew her as Polly. That's what her friends called her. But the woman who died here is not the woman I met a few times at the Frying Pan pub.
Then who was she?
I was hoping you could tell me. Go see for yourself.
This is where the Ripper committed his first murder. Was Miss Nichols' body identified?
Her husband hadn't seen her in 11 years. He barely glanced at the poor, mutilated woman before he had the gall to forgive her for what she'd done to him. The press reported widely that Miss Nichols' finger bore the mark of a ring. It was forcibly removed, and the same is true for his other victims.
I found Miss Nichols' ring. An assassin's ring. She must have tossed it away during the struggle. A desperate act to protect the Brotherhood. You think they were targeted?
Yes. And the newspapers are accusing the police, me, of letting the first city of the world lapse into primeval savagery. I must take my leave, Miss Frye. I have other business in Whitechapel.
Good day, Inspector. Thank you for your discretion. I'll need to tackle Jack's influence over the gangs in London.
Right. Looks like a mess.
Not a time to pester me, knobhead.
Take your horse shit elsewhere.
Inspector? The inquest mentions that Miss Nichols made quite a spectacle of her drunkenness on the night of her murder. Do you think Jacob may have put her up to it?
Bait, you mean? I don't know what to think anymore, Miss Frye. Jacob kept lodgings nearby, right in the heart of this cesspool. Be careful.
I will not fail you. Weapons of intimidation, much like those we learnt to use with our Indian brothers. So much blood. I hope it's not yours, brother. A letter?
Grand work the last job was. I give the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work and I want to start again. You'll soon hear of me with my funny little games. I saved some of the proper red stuff in a ginger beer bottle from the last job to write with. But it went thick like glue, and I can't use it. Red ink is fit enough, I hope. Ah!
The newspapers printed this letter 3 days before Miss Stride and Miss Eddowes were murdered. It was signed, Jack the Ripper. More signs? What am I not seeing? The last time Henry, my brother, and I were together was in India. 15 years ago. When the photograph was taken, we stood facing a temple of Kali. And that's one of the boys Jacob brought to train with the Brotherhood. What did we call him? Jack the Lad. Reckless and roguish, much like my brother. More signs? What am I not seeing? Kali the Destroyer. I gave this to you on your last visit to India.
There's a woman who can help. Unfortunately, she'll remind you of our childhood neighbor. If the Ripper
Unfortunately? What is Jacob trying to say? We loved old Nellie. Could he be referring to an unfortunate woman? Nellie may be in the brothel nearest Jacob's lodgings. I'll start there.
Should be here any minute, Mr. Jacob. Right. Look sharp, lads.
This bomb will strike fear in their hearts.
What's going on?
Let's hope this Nelly has news of you, and can lead me to the Ripper. If Jacob's former pupil is the Ripper, then he is our Ripper. I must catch him.
Looks like that damn shame.
Dolly Woodshire. Miss Tavish.
Have you seen Nelly today?
What do you want with Nelly? Who are you? If you're a friend, then you may already be too late.
Where is she?
On her way to see Lady O. In the company the brutes paid to keep us in line. Hurry if you want to catch her.
Now come nicely, Nelly. Lady O's expected you.
I don't want to. Let me go.
I need to find Nelly before something bad happens to her. Where did they go? Nelly is in grave danger. There's the carriage. Nelly must be inside the building. Nelly is in there somewhere. No doubt closely guarded and in mortal danger.
Ladies and gents.
Take your hands off me.
Hush! Keep your voice down.
Shh, don't be afraid.
Jacob's sister. We can't talk here, please. He'll kill me. She'll see to it.
Who?
Lady Owers. Jacob said you must kill her to find him.
Smile and be polite, or I'll tell the Ripper where you sleep, my beauties. Jacob Frye. Take Nelly and see to it that woman does not follow us.
Where did she go? That must be the carriage I'm after. She's getting away!
Target's clear! No good to know.
She's going to stay!
Lady Owers. Whoa! Nelly, I'm so sorry.
She used me as a decoy and fled to Owers Manor.
Hoping I'd cause your death, no doubt.
She knew you'd come, Miss Frye. Lady O is the Ripper's eyes and ears in London.
Kill her and Jack will be forced to show himself. Hey! I'll look in on you soon, Nelly, I promise. Lady Owers will be expecting me, and I would not want to disappoint her. Jack's terror over the prostitutes in London has to end.
Fuck! Who's
Control
there?
yourself! City? You seen a ghost?
I sworn she was here. For the love of Christ!
Now what am I gonna do with you?
Bollocks! Intruder! Oh no, not this!
Bury her in the garden, he says. Like a dog would bury a bone. It ain't right, I tell ya. What if I'm next?
We're expecting Miss Frye. Alert the men and be discreet about it. We're still running a business here. Come, drain my wine with honeyed lips, and I shall tell you a tale of unrequited love from the Orient.
You, get back to our guests. If Miss Frye doesn't slit our throats, the Ripper surely will.
Do we know what this Frye lady looks like?
Just kill any woman lurking around the manor with a weapon. She turns out to be one of Lady O's girls trying to flee. We can blame it on the Ripper.
You're dead!
I told you you'd meet a bad end. You, Miss Frye, how did you get past my men? I should thank you, Miss Frye. I fear death at the Ripper's hands far more than at yours.
What have you done with these men?
The Ripper is entertaining them presently. Mr. Weaversbrook will be joining them soon.
Let us hope Jack has not found you yet, Mr. Weaversbrook.
I could be sat by a roaring fire having a nap. Who's she? You're...
Don't be so stingy, mate. You're taking the piss. It's your third fag this week.
Hey, you! Stop it!
Bugger! Go tell Lady O.
You tell her. I need this job.
Miss Frye, please tell me you found the Ripper.
Murder at Owers Manor?
People continue to be murdered on my watch. I cannot protect you or your Brotherhood forever. Witnesses saw someone matching your description. I should lock you up.
Weaversbrook Publishing. The man from the photograph at the manor, he owns his paper.
Miss Frye!
I will catch the Ripper, Inspector. But first, you must help me find Weaversbrook before he does.
This way. You must not be seen. I believe Mr. Weaversbrook has a residence near St. Paul's. Now go.
Mr. Weaversbrook is my best lead. And thanks to the Inspector, the police aren't hunting for me yet. I must be careful not to anger or harm any policeman, if I want to keep them on my side.
What do you want?
I'm hunting Jack the Ripper.
No! Stay away! He sees and hears everything!
My name is Evie Frye. I'm here to help...
Mr. Jacob Frye's sister?
Yes. What happened to these men?
Gone. Taken. Dead. Please. The Ripper has my son. He will kill him.
I will find your son and bring him home, sir. But first you must come with me. Now.
I'll accompany you to the location where my son was last seen.
What can you tell me about the letters?
I showed the one signed Jack the Ripper to the police. Of the hundreds they had examined, this one rang the most true, and so we printed it. The Yard was desperate. Still is.
They hoped someone would identify the handwriting.
No one did. Then I received this.
You thought yourself very clever, I reckon, when you informed the police. I see your little game, and I mean to finish you and send your ears to your wife if you will. If you do, I will finish you. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper.
I published 2 more until Mr. Frye and my son convinced me to stop, in spite of the risk. My boy was a brilliant journalist, and now he is lost to me.
Did you learn anything from the letters that might help?
We're here. One of my reporters was nearly beaten to death trying to look into my son's disappearance, just up ahead, on those docks.
There you are. Wait here, Mr. Weaversbrook. I will be back with good news before you know it.
The Weaversbrook lad is on board.
Good. Mr. Jack will be pleased. Who's next?
Some Tory bastard. One of Lady Owers' girls is taking care of him now.
I could do with a proper bit of jam myself.
Orders are to send lads to the pickup if anything goes sour down here.
Billy's watching the dogs. You warn him.
I should scare some more information out of Jack's lieutenants. If I can find one.
Run her through!
I need to pay an urgent visit to these Hulk prison ships. Right after I find Mr. Weaversbrook's son.
I've got a clear shot at her! She's quick! I've got her overpowered!
Many thanks, Miss...
Frye, your father sent me.
And he will reward you handsomely for your bravery.
It's you who should be commended. Did you discover anything that could help me stop the Ripper?
My kidnappers call him Mr. Jack. I overheard them mention the Deptford Hulks, where I was to join other hostages.
Thank you. Be safe, Mr. Weaversbrook. These old Navy ships were hulked out to hold prisoners until they were assigned a convict ship leaving for the colonies. So this is where Jack keeps his quarry. Let's see if Jack is paying a visit to his captives. Jacob? Is that you?
Help me. Miss, please, why am I here? No one will tell me.
It's Jack! Jack the Ripper, I say! He's the one who abducted us!
He starves and tortures us until we write to our families, begging them to do as he dictates, or we'll be slaughtered.
Is he here? Have you seen the Ripper recently?
Not for weeks. But he'll come back. And bring more poor sods to dance on the Warders called for him.
Jack has locked them up like animals. They'll all die of cholera. If the Chief Warder doesn't hang them first.
I beg you, don't leave us to perish. The Chief Warder is a vile, sadistic man. No one spoke to me for weeks. Then the Warder's assistant came to ask me how much I weigh.
I need to get into the main prison and find the Chief Warder before he hangs another man for Jack's entertainment.
Go and dredge your Thames, you lazy bastards! The Chief Warder wants privacy.
Don't lose heart, gentlemen. We can break out of here if we work together.
Well, it's no use. We need explosives to blast through those doors.
You gotta get the weight just right. Drop them gentle. Let them do the work. That way you can stretch their gullets a good 4 or 5 inches before they croak. Look at you. Goody two-shoes, is it? You think offering some old hangman's going to change what we do here?
What
do you think? This was your brother's vision? His inspiration?
I don't believe you.
He told Mr. Jack how to rip the filth from this rotten city, but you don't have the balls to see what's right and necessary.
Where's Jack? Where's the Ripper? To hell with your right and necessary. That vile sadist was working for the Ripper. But there's no sign of Jack here. Oh, Jacob, you did not intend to breed this monster. But he is ours to destroy. The legacy of our brotherhood depends on it. I must inform Abberline about what I have discovered here.
Come out, or I'll send you a rat chase!
I need to speak to Frederick Abberline. This is an emergency. Well, where is he? The Ripper has struck again. Where? All right. Thank you, officer. Wait! You need to alert the local constable. Send as many men as you can to the old Hulk prisons.
Jacob's sniveling twin sister thinks she can catch the Ripper, eh?
I'll cut your ears off and send them to your women!
Ah, that's my cue.
I hope you rot in hell for what you've done.
There's my favourite hangman. Looking somewhat worse for wear. Poor Warder Billingsworth. You should have let the warder hang you. It would have hurt less. The warder had orders to burn all their personal effects. The police must not find this evidence. No one must find my guest's personal effects. It won't be long before my masterpiece will bring her running right into my arms. I look forward to the family reunion.
What's she up to?
Monster. You damn monster!
Oi! You're not allowed in here!
Evie! Get a hold of yourself! Go, out!
Who is she? Tell me quickly!
Tell you? By what right? I am an officer of the law. I am not a member of your secret organization.
Listen to me! Jacob knows.
No, you listen to me. I cannot cover for you much longer. All the evidence points to your brother, your order, you. You need to deliver the Ripper's head on a spike soon, or I'm afraid there'll be nothing to stop my men from arresting you in his stead.
You'll have his head, even if it costs me mine.
A young unfortunate. By far the youngest at 25. Miss Kelly was found dead here at 10:45 this morning.
The kettle is still warm.
her whole head and body mutilated in a fashion which defines the word hideous.
He removed her organs, her heart, her dignity. You want me to see you as she did? Imagine the terror she felt. Do you hurt women just to prove you're a man, Jack? What's this? Jack must have left these markings for me.
My gift to you, Miss Frye. And more to come, unless you do as Jack says. Follow the trail of blood through the looking glass.
Jack wants me to return to the scene of his first crimes. I will do as you say, Jack. Until I find you and send you to your own special hell.
What did you discover?
A message for me. The monster is going to lead me right to him, Inspector. I must return to the locations of the Ripper's first crimes.
Don't let your fury blind you, Miss Frye. I would not lose you, too.
If I do die, Inspector, I will take the Ripper with me. Annie Chapman was murdered near a cemetery in Whitechapel. I'm going to have to scare off this lot if I want to investigate in peace.
Don't just attack her one at a time! I can cover from here!
Someone fought here. This is where Jack ripped the life from Miss Chapman's breast. The second victim of his hideous crimes. He cut off her ring finger. So where is the ring? Where does it lead? Damn it! Yet another one. Her assassin ring must be here somewhere. Jack wanted to be sure I'd find these rings.
What kind of creed cannot protect its own?
This message was intended first for my brother. Catherine Eddowes was murdered in a small square close to the train tracks. I should follow these traces.
Of all wicked houses of sin and impurity in our city. We shall petition our most gracious Majesty, Queen Victoria. But what if
More
our
blood
petition
splatter.
falls on deaf ears? We shall petition our most gracious Majesty, Queen Victoria. But
That
what
is
if
a
our
lot of
petition
blood.
falls on deaf ears? Who will avenge the blood
Signs
of
of a
these
struggle.
unfortunate victims? I say we must take the law
This is where Miss
into
Eddowes
our
breathed
own
her
hands.
last. Humiliated and
Who is with
degraded
me?
by Jack. He wanted to punish my brother.
And the Ripper still
I must find the
free.
location where Jack murdered his other
Catch
victim.
him.
Her assassin ring must be here somewhere. Her assassin ring must be here somewhere. Her assassin ring must be here somewhere. 2 assassin's rings. Jack murdered 2 women here. 2 of Jacob's initiates.
How many more must die before you see the truth? P.S. Your brother didn't listen, so I gave him a double lesson. Your creed failed them, as it failed my mother.
Jack lived around here with his mother as a boy. That's where he's leading me. For Jack, only his mother's death counts as murder. What is this place? The Ripper didn't murder anyone here. What?
I was born here, survived the madhouse and learned from the best, until he betrayed me. Come test your creed against mine.
Go to Jacob! Find Jack!
The murder of Jack's mother marks the day that the Ripper was born. And he blames my brother, blames the creed for failing him. What's happening to me?
I should thank you, Evie. Jacob inspired my acts by his treachery, but it's your memory that inspired today's masterpiece.
He's inside my head.
Where was Jack? Where was it when they dragged me to the madhouse?
Face me, you monster! Am I losing my mind?
What kind of creed cannot protect its own? A dead creed, that's what.
Control yourself, Evie.
Jacob Frye.
No! Please! Please!
The madhouse. Lambeth Asylum. Jack lures me through the looking glass.
Now I must erase any trace of my identity. Time to pay a visit to my old doctor. It's time my old nurse paid for her negligence and abuse. Let's show Dr. Archer what a good surgeon I make.
Suspects on the run.
Where can I find the director of this madhouse? The police mustn't find out I was a patient here.
Who the hell are you?
Meet the Ripper! No one must ever know that I was an inmate here. Time to prepare for Miss Frye's arrival. Let's let the lunatics out for a stroll.
Back to the beginning, eh, Jack? My brother freed you from this madhouse and made you one of us. I can't risk being spotted, or harming a single police constable. Jack's trail of death continues. More of Jack's games. There must be other messages for me.
You will like your prize, but you must descend into the abyss to retrieve it.
In the basement. That is where Jack will spring his final trap. Jacob?
Welcome to the reunion, Miss Frye.
There is a sickness in this world. Don't make me laugh. You think you can kill me that way? That's useless.
No use. I need to try a different approach.
Pathetic. Try something else, perhaps. But I am here. I will tear into all sickness, all the rot and shit of this city, and rip it out. Shall be pure again. The assassins shall rise, and we shall rule. This is my time now. Jacob's is done. You must choose. The people must fear us, and you know it. Still think you can hide from me? I've seen you wield your tools of terror. You're just like me. Do you see the truth your brother did not? Are we not the same, you and I? Mine is the face of the true creed. Will you join me? Or must I rip out your vitals and send them to your beloved Inspector? Hiding, are we? Ha! I learned all your tricks from your brother, assassin. As cowardly and inept as your twin. Cowering in the shadows, Miss Frye. I will cut her like the others and display her innards for the world to see. For you, Jacob. Come out.
What?
Jack the Ripper cannot die! That woman thinks you're mad! Free yourselves! Kill that mad woman!
I know you blame Jacob for your mother's death, but nothing can excuse the horrors you've committed. Jacob was like a father to you, Jack. You have betrayed his trust and sullied the creed!
Show me your monster assassin! These lambs need slaughtering! You are weak, assassin!
I am not a monster! You will not make a monster of me!
What's going on here?
You will not make a monster of me!
We're the same, you and I.
Oh, Jack. You were an assassin, yes, but we are not the same. And that is why your memory must be erased for all time. Rest in peace now, Jack. You and your twisted acolytes. Jacob.
Miss Frye, what the hell happened here?
Nothing, Inspector. Nothing happened here. Trust me. Jack the Ripper's dead.
Inspector!
Now help me, Frederick. No one must ever know that Jack the Ripper was an assassin.
I want those vultures gone this instant, is that clear?
It's over, Jacob. I'm here.